Ace queen suited on the button is a very easy raise. I open the button with a weak ace and get flatted by the small blind. He leads out, I'm just going to fold. With middle pair in the big blind after the button limps, I would have bet if the small blind had checked, but against a lead, I'm going to fold again. Ace king on the button. I open to 3 times the blind. Of course, if my opponent jams on me, I will call. If he raises small, I will put it all in. And I take ace king on the button again. And of course, I'm going to raise with this third or fourth strongest hand in poker. Now I get called by 2 presumably looser players. And I'm going to check here and give up on the hand. With an SPR of 2, once I turn top pair, top kicker, I'm more than willing to stack off to virtually any action. And my hand is good. I open 5s from the cutoff, get flooded again by a looser player. And the flop comes 10-6-4 rainbow. My opponent min bets. Of course, the danger is that, well, there's at least two dangers. They could have flopped a 10 or a 6, or they could bluff me off the hand. I'm going to call a quarter. His irritability, I'm just going to put it in here. Somewhat unlikely. His irritability indicates to me that he's bluffing. Somewhat unlikely at a 6 and a 10 he would probably check raise. Pocket pair he probably would have 3-bet before. And the weak lead is sort of an indication of a weak hand too. Ace 10, blind v blind against a presumed reg. Certainly going to open. And I will open these 3s as well, although I would have folded had Poxy Star here raised. Now, if the small blind 3-bet jams on me, well, doesn't matter anymore. Big blind, of course, has to call with anything here, getting well over 3-1. 17 to win 79. Something like 17 to win 79. So 4.5 to 1. You only need like 18% equity here to call. In fact, it's kind of an advantage to have such a tiny stack on the big blind because you can profitably defend with whatever cards you dealt. Despite the fact that this looser player rebought, I am going to quit the game at this point. Because there's so many regs now, and it's just not worth it to play with only one weaker player. Here I've got 7s in the big blind after a presumed looser player open limps the button. And I'm going to raise here to 48 cents. There doesn't seem to be much need for a large sizing on this dry board. And most of the time, 7s should be good. Even after he calls, it's pretty unlikely he's got a 9. He could have a 10, or maybe he's got something like King 5, Ace 4. And I'm just going to check here. We limp the button. Probably he's got me beat. 6-7 isn't too likely. Maybe he's bluffing, turning ace-5 or something into a bluff. Maybe he's just got like queen-10. I'm going to give up on the hand. Ace-6 of hearts on the button with 2 rigs in the blinds. And I'm going to open. And I'll probably just fold if I get 3-betted. But I am able to take down the blind.